Blessings, friends. It's Maia here with an Astro update. Today, July 10th, we have a full moon in the hardworking, ambitious, and responsible sign of Capricorn at 18 degrees. Those of you who have planets in the cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, or placements around 18 degrees, will likely feel the effects of this full moon the most. A full moon is when the sun and the moon oppose each other in the sky, creating a peak or culmination point, emphasizing a need for release, surrendering, or letting go. For more reference on this lunation, we can look back 6 months ago to the Capricorn new moon to see what seeds we were planting then that are coming to a culmination point now. On a positive level, this lunation can be responsible, structured, practical, persistent, reserved, and humorous. On a challenging level, this lunation can be pessimistic, argumentative, cynical, and manipulative. The ruler of this lunation is Saturn, the planet of discipline, structure, and obligation. Saturn is harmoniously flowing to Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, and transformation, and harmoniously flowing to Uranus, the planet of sudden change and unpredictability. This could bring flowing new structures that transform our reality in powerful ways, and even sudden changes that encourage innovation and breakthroughs in our life. We also have Mars, the planet of action and warrior-like energy, approaching the South Node, can emphasize the need to cut, end, sever, or release something in our life that no longer serves us. Questions to ask ourselves during this Capricorn full moon? What area of our life are we craving deep recognition, and how can we give this to ourselves? What practical changes need to be made in our life? What new structures are we working towards? What is our relationship with father figures, authority figures, or leaders in our life? What duties do we no longer need to bear and can let go of and release moving forward? How can we lead in more responsible and innovative ways? What area of life has been too traditional and is in need of flexibility? How can we overcome any challenges or blocks in our life with hard work, persistence, and progressiveness? In what area of our life do we wish to leave a legacy? What area of life will this full moon in Capricorn be happening for you based upon your rising sign? For Aries rising, this full moon will be happening in your 10th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point around your career, place in the world, status, public image, leadership, authority, achievement, and notoriety. For Taurus rising, this full moon will be happening in your 8th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with shared money, shared resources, other people's money, investments, inheritances, taxes, loans, psychology, the occult, sex, and deep bonds. For Gemini rising, this full moon will be happening in your 7th house. This could be endings or a culmination point having to do with personal relationships, business relationships, marriages, contracts, negotiations, agreements, collaborations, and legal documents. For Leo rising, this full moon will be happening in your 6th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with your physical health and work, employment, diet, exercise, daily routine, organization, as well as small pets and animals. For Virgo rising, this full moon will be happening in your 5th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point around creativity, self-expression, dating, romance, children, joy, entertainment, hobbies, and small businesses. For Libra rising, this full moon will be happening in your 4th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point around home life, family, property, real estate, inner security, emotional safety, as well as one's ancestral roots. For Scorpio rising, this full moon will be happening in your 3rd house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with communication, short-form learning and writing projects, online content, local community, local travel, siblings, and extended family. For Sagittarius rising, this full moon will be happening in your 2nd house. This could be an ending or culmination point having to do with income, how you make money, earning, spending, and saving, as well as physical, material possessions, self-worth, self-esteem, food styles, and personal resources. For Capricorn rising, this full moon will be happening in your 1st house of you. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with yourself, your identity, your physical body, outward appearance, and new endeavors. For Aquarius rising, this full moon will be happening in your 12th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with the unseen realms, such as the subconscious, mysticism, spirituality, self-undoings, behind-the-scenes work, jails and hospitals, as well as retreats, ashrams, and music and art. And last but not least, for Pisces rising, this full moon will be happening in your 11th house. This could bring endings or a culmination point around large groups of people, friendships, organizations, networking, social gatherings, progressive ideas, as well as future hopes and wishes. Full moon and Capricorn blessings to you all.